red-haired Shanks, the one-armed Yonko. But how did he lose his arm? Did he lose it in an epic duel with the world's greatest swordsman, Dracula Mihawk? Or maybe, did it get crushed by the power of an ancient weapon? No. Or maybe he tried to block a punch from Prime Whitebeard and it exploded, right? No. I wish one of these were the truth. As we all should know, spoiler alert, he got his arm ripped clean off by none other than this guy. Yep, this guy. The Lord of D Coast. A seemingly random Sea King. But what if I told you this wasn't a random old Sea King? What if I told you that you should subscribe to my channel? You really might as well. You made it this far, right? Anyway, all jokes aside, this Sea King is probably just a random, right? I doubt there was anything particularly special about him. I mean, just ask Luffy. He didn't seem to think he was much trouble. I do have a theory though, one that has to do with our favorite red-haired pirate. No, not Eustace Kid. I believe that at the time Shanks lost his arm to the Sea King, he was undergoing a sort of temporary nerf. I believe he was severely weakened, maybe in terms of his haki and or even his physical raw power and speed, right? Something similar to what happened to a character in Hunter x Hunter, where he made a vow, he was able to dramatically increase his power at the cost of his nen. But in this case, we're talking about Haki. So just entertain this idea for a moment. We see Shanks get embarrassed and beat up by a mountain bandit. The bandit later on has Luffy as a hostage. And when the bandit's henchman goes to attack Shanks, it is Lucky Roo that protects and finishes off the henchman. And then with the use of a smoke bomb, the bandit with the bounty of a measly 8 million berries is able to completely disappear and escape from the man who is supposed to be a Haki master and also has a 1.04 billion berry bounty. That's first Yonko commander level. And we learn about this bounty due to the recent filler episodes. So how is this possible? How could Shanks lose to this bandit, right? How did he lose sight of him, right? Well, it could be possible if Shanks was not at full strength. It would explain so much. It could also explain why he was hanging around East Blue so long as well. He needed to recover his powers, and the new world was much too dangerous for a man with such a high bounty, but no use of his haki. We also know around the time he met Luffy was also around the time that he stole the Gomu Gomu no Mi from Who's Who. Maybe he fought and defeated an ex-admiral. Maybe there's an ex-Navy admiral we don't know about that maybe Shanks, destroyed, right? In a fit of rage, into crazy unleashing of never-before-seen haki, right? He used so much haki that he temporarily lost the ability to use it. Maybe, right? We have never heard of something like this happen, but there is still so much about haki we don't understand. This would explain how Shanks lost to a giant fish. Shanks told Whitebeard that he bet his arm on the new generation. But I don't think Shanks was planning on losing his arm that day. But since he wanted to protect Luffy, especially after knowing Luffy had eaten the Gomu Gomu, or better yet, the Hito Hito no Mi model Nika, he rushed to his aid as fast as he could. But since he lost his Haki and was weakened, the best he could do was sacrifice his arm to get Luffy out of harm's way. And it was probably at this point that his Haki finally returned to him, and his Conqueror's Haki flushed back into his veins, and Shanks gave the death stare to Lord of D Coast, sending him fleeing in terror. The adrenaline of losing his arm probably triggered some crazy Haki reaction that returned his Haki to him, possibly even stronger and even more potent than it previously was. So, that's my theory, in a nutshell. In a nutshell, Shanks had temporarily lost his Haki and didn't gain it back until after his arm was taken. It's either that or Shanks is one of the world's greatest method actors, right? Only second to Goldie Roger, the greatest actor in all of One Piece. To the extent of even faking his own death and taking on a completely different persona. If this theory interests you, check out my Buggy is Roger theory video to absolutely lose your mind. Much love. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment below with your thoughts. Take care, guys.